What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about, will this guy you're talking to, who's taken, will he leave his girlfriend, wife, the girl he's talking to, whoever it is, for your fine ass, okay? Now, before we get into this, I want to explain that I know there's stories that are going to counter with what I'm saying. I understand that, obviously. However, trust me when I say that for every one story that you hear about a guy leaving you for or leaving someone for someone else, there are 10 times, 20, 30 times as much stories backing my end. Just trust me on it. I'm a guy. I talk to a lot of guys about it. Half the girls, I'll say about 35% of the girls who come to me on the phone have this type of situation at hand. So just trust me when I say this, okay? And I've always been right with my clients on this. None of them have came back and said, hey, you're wrong. So just trust me on this. And I'm going to, in this video, I hope to back up why what I'm saying is true and factual, and hopefully kind of get you to think differently on why a guy will, here's the answer, why the guy actually will stay with his girlfriend or the girl he's talking to, wife, whoever, instead of, dumping her and dealing with you. And there's two things I want to get on with that. Number one, it comes down to confrontation, accountability, and drama. If he were to dump his girl, his wife, whoever it is, he's going to have to dump her, deal with that bullshit, and then date you, okay? Now, there's two things wrong with that. Number one, guys don't like confrontation, accountability, drama, and things like that. And what makes you say that you're so worthy of that? Okay, like no offense, but what makes you think you're so worthy of that? That he's going to leave his girlfriend for you. What he'd rather have, and this is why he tells you the bullshit he tells you, like, oh, I don't like her anymore, or she's a bitch, she's this, she's that, I'm not happy. I'll leave her eventually. Just give me time. Just give me a little space. Just go with me, and we'll see what happens. He gives you all these bullshit excuses. It's because he wants to have his cake and eat it too. Again, he wants to avoid confrontation and accountability, but he wants the rewards also. So if he can keep it on the down low with her and be hooking up with you, he's having the best of both worlds. Okay. And the number two thing, which I think is more importantly that women don't understand, is if he was so miserable and he actually had the chance to get out of the relationship, why would he want to jump back into another relationship? Especially if he's leaving his girlfriend he's been talking to for a while, or his wife. Even if he's not happy, that's still a life. You got to understand. Why would he want to dump her and then start dating you? No offense. You're probably a wonderful woman. You're probably a high quality, great, woman. But why would he do that? When a guy's actually free, and then, let's just say he does do that. Let's just say he dumps his girl to date you. I guarantee you, once he gets that feeling of, oh shit, I'm actually out of this relationship. My wife actually left me, or I want this divorce, or, what's happening. He's not going to want to jump into a relationship with you. And if he does, it's not going to last long. I promise you, he has a new sense of freedom. He has a new sense of security. He has a new sense of manhood. Like, why would he want to jump out of one relationship to get into another and be tied down again? There's no way in hell he'd do that. Okay, so it doesn't even have to do with the two of you. It's just the masculinity mindset, or the freedom mindset. Like when he leaves one girl and it actually ends, which he probably never thought it would. He might have dated this girl for 7 years, or he might have been in a marriage with this girl for a decade or two, or whatever. Even if he's just talking to the girl for a couple months or a year or whatever, like, he wants to avoid confrontation, accountability, and drama. Okay, while having his cake and eating it too. If he can get both of those things, great. Okay, but he's not going to get any of that if he confronts her and says, hey, I want this divorce, I want to break up with you, and stuff like that. That's just too much bullshit to put up with, guys. That's why guys ghost women all the time. They rather just ghost the girl than just grow a pair and just confront her about it and go through the bullshit, right? And secondly, even if he did do it. Like I said, even if he did confront her, once he gets that sense of freedom, he's not going to want to go back to a relationship right away. I promise you. You're going to be the rebound without even knowing you're the rebound because you were there before the actual rebound, if that makes sense. Trust me. If you're watching this and you're thinking, I need to know the answer if he's going to leave this girl for me, or is he all he's feeding me is bullshit. He's feeding you bullshit. He's not going to dump his girl for you. I promise you. If you're watching this and he did, then you're the exception, and it probably is not going to last long. Okay, just trust me. The average guy does not want to deal with the bullshit, and just to get into more bullshit later on probably. And secondly, why would you want to date this guy anyway? If he's cheating on his wife, again, what makes you think you're or his girlfriend, whoever it is, what makes you think you're so special? He's not going to do it to you. Seriously, you're not. Hey, you're special, but you're not so special. Okay, I'm just being real with you, ladies. With that being said, it's not going to happen. Okay, he doesn't want a confrontation. He doesn't want to deal with the accountability and the drama. Secondly, once he gets that new sense of freedom, he does not want to jump back into another relationship. Trust me. With that being said, ladies, I love you. Take care and peace.